familia, welcome back. I will be introducing to you a hip opening sequence. It'll be nice and flowy, but chill. Nothing crazy, just opening through the hips and the body. So with that said, let's get started right away. Again, I don't know if I introduced myself. My name is Cristy. I don't know if I said that earlier. Okay, so we're gonna land on our mats in a child's pose, but for this child's pose, just open up your legs a little bit more, your knees a little wider than usual. Maybe your toes don't even touch behind you. So sit your hips back, allow your chest to melt down, and then close your eyes. Already feeling the opening in the hips, breathe into that space. I'm gonna have my cheek resting down, that's more comfortable for me right now. Breathe and focus on your hips, feeling them already open with your breath. Maybe you even already open your knees out wider. So like a mini frog pose, you can think of it as. Take one more breath in here. And a breath out, slowly rise up into a tabletop and just begin to circle your hips in whatever direction feels good for you, as big or as small. Just allowing, maybe you pause in the spots that feel really good and connecting your breath to the movement. And then we're gonna land in a downward facing dog. Lower your heels down, press your chest towards your thighs, and then right away, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, peel open the hip. Notice that right shoulder lift up and then drop it back down to be in line with your left. Lift your knee up a little higher and we begin our hip circles. So just draw circles with your knees as big or small as you want. I already got a pop in my hip. And then reverse the direction of the circles. Keep breathing. One more time. And then release and switch sides. Left leg lifts up, bend your knee, peel open your hip. Again, watch that left shoulder. Lift your knee up even higher towards the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are. And then begin your hip circles, your knee circles. Just lubricating the hip joint. Again, not worrying about how perfect your circles are, but just feeling and tapping into what this is. Being in the moment, staying present with your breath. Reverse the direction, I forgot to say that. Take one more breath in and out. Good work. From here, take a breath in your down dog. And a breath out. Slowly step your right foot forward to a lizard lunge. So from here, you can go deeper by dropping down to your elbows. Keep your neck long so that you're not dropping your head down, but it's in line with your shoulders. And then you can also lower your knee down. Maybe you come back onto your hands. If you have your toes tucked under, you can rock forward and back. I'm just giving all the options here for whoever it is that might be taking this class right now. I like to teach to all levels so it's accessible for everybody. Nice, and then lower your knee down, walk your right foot out to the edge of your mat. Peel open your chest as you press your right hand to your knee and open up. You may even find that your foot lifts off the ground and you can see the bottom of your foot. Keep breathing. Keep pushing your knee out. So this is called half galaxy pose. You can come into full galaxy by bending your back leg, grabbing onto the knife edge side of your foot. And if your neck allows it, you can drop your head back. Hold for 3. Take another breath in. And out, good work. Shift back, half split. If you have full split, you can also go straight to your full split. For half splitters, dig your right heel down, really lengthen through your right thigh. Feeling your kneecap slide up, your head drops down, your hips lift higher. If you're in full split, you can take blocks to your sides for some support. Keep breathing, opening up the hip. Again, just take it breath by breath. You don't need to go 100% all the way right now. Take 3 more breaths. One more breath in. And out. If you're in full split, make your way back to half split. Bend back forward into your knees, step back, downward facing dog. Lift your hips high and just notice the difference in your legs here. And then step your left foot forward, lizard lunge. Again, option to drop your knee down for more support or come onto your elbows to go deeper. You choose what you need here. Try to keep your left shoulder attached to your knee. Again, staying lifted through the sides of the neck and the back of the head. Take one more breath in. Breath out, lower your knees softly down to the mat, walk your left foot out. Press the inside of your knee and open up. Maybe you gaze up, maybe your foot lifts off so that you're just on the knife edge side of your foot. Take another breath in here in half galaxy. Again, you can come onto your hand if the elbow is too much. And then you can go for full galaxy or stay where you are. I'm gonna go for full galaxy, grabbing on to my back foot and pulling it in deep towards my body. And notice how you can also use your muscle activation here to pull your leg in close. You don't just need to rely on your hand to pull it close. Maybe you drop your head back. You have 3 more breaths. Take one more breath in. And out, release your back foot, shift back, half split. Frame your front foot, walk it in line so that it's in line with your hip. Flex your toes towards your face, lengthen your spine forward, and then lower all the way down. Keep lifting your hips high, digging your left heel down. And then walk your foot out or stay for half split or come into full split. My left side is always more open, the hamstring, which has always been like that my whole life. So just notice which side might be looser or tighter and be okay with it. Take 3 more breaths. Take another full breath in. And out. Begin to make your way back to half split. Bend back forward into your knee. Frame your foot. Curl your toes under. Downward facing dog. Look forward and jump through to find a seat. I'm personally going to face the camera so you can see me. Come into a butterfly pose so your feet are touching, knees out wide. Sit up nice and tall. And then slide your hands underneath your ankles and lower down. So this is nice for the low back. Maybe you rock side to side. Take one more breath in and out. Rise back up and slowly make your way down to your back. And we'll land with our knees into our chest and then just slightly, with control, take your knee circles again. And then reverse. Notice how this might feel in your low back. Relax your neck. And then happy baby pose. Try to keep your low back on the ground as you grab the outsides of your feet and pull down. Maybe you rock side to side. Maybe you open up, straddle. And then rock up and down the length of your mat a few times. And we'll land in a frog pose. So from here, face the edge of your mat. Open up your knees wide. Walk your feet out so that your ankles are in line with your knees. So mostly everybody has to walk their feet out more than they think. And then begin to lower down to your elbows and sit back towards your feet. So like instead of being all the way forward, have your hips be in line with your knees and then tuck your pelvis under so your belly's to your spine, and here you'll really feel it, like the protraction of the pelvis. Again, if this is too much for your knees, you can place blankets under, you can fold your mat and place your knee on your mat. And then when you're ready, just lower down to your chest. Keep breathing to that space in your hips. Again, just following your breath, focusing on that without creating any story of your head in your head of the sensations that you're feeling. Take 5 more deep breaths. Take 1 more breath in. And a breath out. Swim out of your frog pose. And then press back into a child's pose. Rise up, and we're going to take just a mini bridge pose. Well, not a mini. We're going to take a bridge pose to stretch the front side of our hips. So again, lower onto your backs, plant your feet firmly into the mat, and just lift your hips high. If you want some more support, you can bring your hands
to your low back, walking your elbows in. You can also bring a block underneath your sacrum. Take one more breath in. And a breath out, lower all the way down. So we're gonna take a Supta Baddha Konasana pose, open up the knees, feet together to touch. Just lay here, you can bring one hand to your heart or to your belly. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Let go of any tension you might be holding on to in between your eyebrows or your jaw. Maybe you even begin to wiggle your jaw and let go of some of the tension you might be holding. Take one more breath in. Breath out, bring your knees together to touch, hug your knees in tight. Give yourself a tight squeeze. And then land in Shavasana. Good work, everybody. Final resting pose. Just notice how your hips feel. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, or stay here as long as you like. Maybe you rock your head side to side. Roll over into a fetal position. Press up to find a seat. With your eyes closed, brings your hands to heart center. Bow down to your fingertips. We'll finish this class with a shared breath in. Sigh it out. Thumb knuckles, third eye. The light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. From my heart to yours, as always, we bow forward and say Namaste.